I bet. Felt good to be back out on the field.
How would you assess good and the bad? How do you feel about it?
First preseason game, or some ups and downs. I think we did some good things. I think there's some things we can get better at. I think we need to continue to get better in the red zone. We have to capitalize on some of those drives, but overall, I mean, obviously we want to win coming out of it, but we have to start somewhere.
76 or 27 on the ground, which looks good. Is it that you want to run that much?
I want to move the ball down the field. So I think I did as good a job as I could getting down when I needed to get down. And there's a fourth down where you have to get the first down. You have to move the chains there, or it's a turnover on downs. And I think when I did get a chance to take off and run around a little bit, I got down and moved the chains and tried to keep the drive going. That's what it's all about.
That fourth down you mentioned, did you see after you choose not to throw the ball? What happened?
Yeah, from my view, it was a little stacked, so I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get it or not. Kind of went through the rest of my progression to kind of exhaust all options, and I could have got it back down to him late, but when it came down to it, it was get the first down, and that's what we did, move the chains.
How did you come out of it physically? It looked like you took some shots.
No, I mean, it's a football game. It's physical. It's part of the game, but no, I feel really good. I feel great.
Yeah, you played with so many different receivers throughout training camp and even tonight. What would it be like to just really have that one set of starting receivers for a quarter?
Yeah, I think, I mean, a lot of guys are getting a lot of different looks even through practice, whether it's the ones, whether it's the twos, whatever it is. So I feel like we're getting looks with every guy on the team, which is, I mean, I feel like in training camp and in these preseason games, I mean, we obviously don't know who our set roster is going to be and who's going to be there at the end of this camp. But I think the guys are doing a really good job, and we're continuing to get more and more comfortable as the weeks go on.
John, in terms of the speed of the game, the magnitude of the game, how did you feel you fit in those ways?
You know, I feel like, I mean, first and foremost up front, I mean, it's faster, it's quicker, obviously, but I felt like the offensive line did a great job of holding up. I mean, they kept me off the ground, and I think they did a good job for the time that we were in there. So that was really nice, and that really helped slow things down as well.
What part of the game do you think you still want to master? You're not quite there.
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, that list would go on for days. So, but I think for me, it was a good start. I mean, you have to start somewhere, and you have to set a foundation. Got my feet wet. Got my first preseason game under my belt. Now we got 3 more, and then heading into the season.
How do you think you help yourself in terms of in competition for the starting job? How much do you think you helped yourself tonight within that competition?
I mean, I think I just, more than anything, I mean, personally, I think it was good for me to just get out there, go through game speed. We're getting tackled. We're live. It's 100% live. It's a different look than in practice. So, you know, I felt like I just wanted to go out and try and get some completions, try and get some things rolling, put ourselves in a position to score some points. And now we just need to get over that hump of getting out of the red zone and putting it in the end zone.
Did the wait feel like it took forever for you to get the first chance?
No, I think it played out the way that it was supposed to, with the ones getting three drives or so. So I felt like it timed up nice.
After a long off season, how did you find play football?
It's great. It's probably one of the best things that's happened to me in a while, is getting able to be back out on the field and just get to know these guys better. I mean, obviously when you're going through a game setting, you interact a lot more, and it was really good to just to be around those guys, be back out on the field, running around and throwing the ball around. It was nice.
The pros in the pocket, especially the one that gave Earl in a 14-yard game, you feel comfortable? You had some zip on this stuff.
Yeah, no, I felt comfortable in the pocket. I felt like offensive line did a great job of holding up for me to be able to deliver that ball when we were supposed to get rid of it. So I felt like the ball came out well tonight, and still working on getting those balls out in time better and really timing things up well, because that could help me a lot.
If you're not winning a starting job, how important do you think it would be for you to work with the starters in a game to really compare apples?
No, I think I just need to continue to do what these coaches are asking me to do, and continue to learn and go through these situations in these games and try and handle them the best that I can while they're coming at me. And I'm sure there will be, through these next few weeks, adversity they'll have to overcome, but at the same time, that's part of this game, and I need to continue to try and handle those situations the best that I know how, and try and put this team and my group, whichever, the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, whatever it is, try and move the ball down the field and help our team win a game.
In terms of the way the offense was run, when you were in there, the pistol looks, the option looks, was it about what you expected?
Yeah, I mean, me and Kyle obviously had gone over with the rest of the quarterbacks what our game plan was going to look like for the week, and he likes getting me in looks that are I'm a little more familiar with and able to see the field a little bit better like I had the past few years in college. So I felt like the looks were what's part of our offense, and I think Kyle did a good job of helping me get some completions and put me in some good situations.
After the 3-0 in the first drive, the second drive, you were able to come in and get a little bit more settled. What was different about that second drive?
Yeah, no, the first drive, I mean, obviously there's jitters. I mean, it's a different setting. It's your first time stepping onto an NFL field playing. I felt like we're close to getting the first down on that second down run, and then we just need to have a better quarterback, running back, just mesh right there to try and get that zone read in the first down. So more and more we continue to run these things and get more familiar with the personnel that we have in there, I think the better that it will be. And then going into the second drive, everybody settled down, and we were able to get a little bit of a rhythm.
What do you think about the quarterback running back match?
Yeah, we just got to get a little better, just our read option mesh a little better. We were a little loose on it, and it's a very quick read for us. It probably should have been more of a give read, and just the way that the mesh was, it got a little messed up and threw our timing off a little bit. So I know it's something we work on a lot in practice and just need to continue to get better. And it's nothing that is too big of a deal, but at the same time we could have picked up the first down there a little easier.
Are you anxious to see the film and see if when you did take off there were other things, or did you feel that running was the best thing you've been?
No, I felt like, I need to continue to exhaust my progressions a little bit more. There was a time that I stepped up in the pocket and the C's kind of parted and the line kind of gave me a good hold to push up and take off on the one. So I was coming back across my progression to the throw, and it kind of just parted for me. So it's I needed to make a quick decision of either hang in there a second longer and make the throw or take off. And luckily I got past the first wave of defensive linemen and got 13, 14, whatever yard gain it was.
Tony, can you have a long life in the NFL, do you think, running as much as you did in college? And, you know, if this were a full game tonight, you would have run 12 or 14 times, you know, based on what you did run.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's not the plan for me to get that many carries every week, I would say, but at the same time, the more and more I get better at the progressions, the more and more I get comfortable with the play calls and the scheme and what we're trying to do and pre-snap looks, the more and more I continue to get better. Over time, the less and less hopefully that'll weed out. So I think obviously if it was a full game would have had some more runs tonight, obviously, but the times I did take off, I felt like I got out of bounds, slid, and tried to protect myself in the best way that I could and feel fine.
How important is it for you to win the starting job?
I mean, for me, it's all about getting better. I mean, if I'm the guy that puts his team in the best position to win, then we'll see what happens. But if it's not, then I'm here, and at the end of the day, what I want is what's best for the Cleveland Browns. Whichever quarterback that is, whichever way that I could help this team. That's what I'm all about. I'm not about, man, I need to come in, I need to do this. I just need to continue to get better as a player, continue to learn, soak everything in from this film to this experience I had tonight, and then things will play themselves out the way they're supposed to.
Did this game give you any confidence that, you know, with that Steelers game coming, you know, less than a month away, did this tell you anything tonight that, hey, if they throw me in there that day, I can do this?
No, I think luckily for me, there's 3 more games for me to get out there and learn and continue to go through different situations versus different defenses. Look at the defenses more, what they're doing. I mean, continuing to learn how to go through this season and obviously a preseason form, but still go week through week, learning and just growing up as a quarterback is what I need to do. So, I mean, week 1 is obviously, I guess you guys can say it's close, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that unfold from now until then that'll paint a better picture for us.
Last question, guys.
Jerry, last week, or this past practice week, you were better and better each of the 3 days on the field. Did this add to it, do you think? Is this skill improvement in your mind?
Yeah, I do believe so. I think the reads I did make, I tried to be as decisive as I could. I think there were some things that I obviously missed, which comes with the territory of being precise on these reads and our progressions. But overall, I felt like when I knew where I wanted to go and got the right look, that the ball came out nice and it came out on time, and really try to put these guys in the best position possible to get a catch and turn upfield and get as many yards after the catch as we can.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, guys.
John.